configuration, it's for buying. It's for putting money into the system after a certain percentage down. So that's why you determine how much money to go in to the market for the next coming call, for instance. And then distributed and take profit allocation, it's for the percentage target. So now let's save what we just edited. Let's save at the bottom left there. We changed the 25% from distributed and take profit allocation to 2% ISO. And then on position number 11, sub position number 11. So let's check at the top part. Let's check at the top part of this. We are still on trade settings. Yeah, you can click show to save what we did. And then let's check the call. Call is number 10 there. So which means number 11 is yet to come. And then let's check at the bottom, just go down a bit, and strategy details. We can see that margin call drop there, it's 2%. That, yes. And we can also see it a little bit up there below current status. Information there is that call margin trigger price is $141.35. This is Solana. So now what we are getting there is that the robot will start placing, will start buying when this asset drops to $141.35. But now let's go up and look at the current price. Just go up a bit. Yes, we want to see the current price on top. There it is. It's nicely appearing. It's 144. Now 144, it's a bit higher. 144. It's almost actually 145 if we were to check there. So it means now let's now look at the candlesticks and sort of make a determination as to whether minus 2% down it's good enough or not. If, say, for instance, you want to place this call immediately, can you see 15 minutes time frame shows us that a bullish candlestick is being issued at the moment under 15 minutes time frame. So what we can do is this, because you've always wanted to place this call and it took longer. You can just quickly go to trade setting, and when you go to the trade settings page, you're going to reduce margin call drop to 0.1 so that you want the robot to place this order immediately. That is what is happening. Now you'll go to margin configuration. And then you go to call number 11. There it is. Now, you can say call number 11, you'll 0.1, put 0.1, and then on the multiple buy-in ratio, make it 25 times. Whereas 1.75, you put, still on the same call.
Okay.
Still on the same call number 11. That margin call drop, it means we want the robot to place this immediately. The smallest drop in percentage is 0.1. So we go to change that, yes, to 25, because we want to put $300 there. So, and then just put 25, and then save at the bottom. And don't forget, you had 2% there. Then at the bottom, go and then save. Sure. And then, yeah, that's it. So you will see anytime from now, position number 11 will come in. And then you can also go down a bit and check nicely, and you will see below the current status. You will see that below current status, you will see margin, the call, for instance, margin call drop it has not actually updated. I don't think that is. Oh yes, it has updated. Yes, margin call drop you can see is 144, which is so close to where the market is. But also you can check what I mean, call margin trigger price, so to speak. It's $144.10, which is very, very close to where the current price is. Current price, everybody can see on top there, it's now $144.85. So now let's go down and check your margin call drop at PSS point 1. There is your margin call drop. Your margin call drop is related to call margin trigger price. Call margin trigger price, it's because of depreciation. It's because of fall, you know, reduction in price is the one that causes that to happen, you know. So when the market goes down, a margin call will be triggered in this case. So according to the parameters that we have there. So now, if you are to go up, we're now what you are waiting for now is that you want to see that 10 at the top right corner for the numbers of call margin changing to 11. Immediately it changes to 11, you will see your position amount will no longer be 158. It's going to be $458, for instance, because this next coming call, it's bringing in $300 into this asset. It's going to buy a quantity of $300. So because of it is possible, according to what I see at the moment, we can see the price it's moving, but it's still on 70 cents, 71 cents. And then our margin call drop there, the one that is required, is 144.10 cents, I think. So that's all you're waiting for at the moment. And in this case, there's nothing much more that we can do other than just waiting for this price, for those cents to drop to 10 cents. At the moment, you can see is 65 cents, and then it moves up and down like that. But as soon as 10 cents is reached, the call margin trigger price will be taken, will be in progress, so to speak. The board will be placing that. So now 300 will go into the market. And for the part that we didn't record, let's go to the margin, or rather to the candlesticks, please, on top there. Let's click on the candlesticks next to Solana USDT, for those who don't know. And then you click on I understand. So what we are doing, business partners, is that we have seen as the previous candlestick was closing, that the market was issuing a bullish candlestick. We are on 15 minutes time frame. We're trading Solana, and then you can see the current candlestick. It's also actually green in color, which shows that it's currently trading above the price it opened at. So that is just what is happening through and through. Okay, you can please business partner Matibetsi, you can mute yourself, and so that you can speak when you want to speak, then you'll unmute. Thank you. So that's what is happening there, business partners. That's why we wanted call number 11 to go in immediately. But now, trading, it's about discipline, it's about consistency, it's about sticking to the plan. Don't allow markets to just somehow cause you to move away from your strategy, so to speak, unless if it's necessary to do so, for instance. But at the moment, with the method of trading that we are pushing, of opening more margin calls, it's a good thing to do, actually. So now, to stick to the plan of the margins, margin trading, we open more margin, and then the system will just be pushing like that. So now, at the moment, if please you may just push the page upward again, push the page upward, and then we're going to see. Now, you can see business partners under our dashboard, the indicator, the dashboard of the technical indicators. It shows us that it's a strong sell at the moment. The indicator is pointing that the market is actually bearish, so we shouldn't stress much. That call is going to be absorbed, which is call number 11, because we just had 0, and in fact, we are doing it because we are live actually in this session now. So what we can also do is let's come out and then look at other market structures, for instance, other time intervals. Let's look at other time intervals. Like for instance, let's look at what is happening under 4-hour time frame on the candlesticks, and then we look at daily time frame and see what is happening with this Solana, and that can help us. So welcome to other business partners joining us. So at the moment, yes, we're moving away from 15. Now we are under a daily time frame. We can see under daily time frame, there it is. The market currently it's between the moving average and the lower band. So this is what is happening at the moment. So you really don't know from where the market is at the moment if it will continue to fall or it will rise, although the distance between the current price or between today and 3 days ago, you know, if you are to get a trend line there, you can see it's upward in a way, you know, from yesterday and a day before yesterday, the market has been somehow bullish, because the past 2 days market closed bullishly, although it was not engulfing the previous days, for instance, but somehow the price was gradually rising for the past 2 days, and today it went up, and then the market it's now actually red at the moment. It's the current candlestick, it's bearish at the moment, but we will see what's going to happen in terms of the closing for today. So now at the moment, the call that we're expecting, it's call number 11 for this, and this call number 11, we wanted to go in with $300 into it, simply because that money is available, and what we have seen from the 15 minutes time frame. You know, can you please click on 4-hour chart? Let's just quickly just check there how things have been in there. Also bearish, the market is somehow moving away from the moving average. The moving average, there is a pink or the middle line there. So now it's okay. So I don't know if you can see that those cents keep on rising instead of reduction. You can see now it's 91 cents, 92 cents, and 94 cents. And we're expecting that we would have desired that actually our call be absorbed. Let's check. Sometimes, you know, that might have been taken and we don't know. Let's go back to transaction page. Let's go to transaction page and see what happened there, because now at the moment, it's not taken yet. Not taken yet, business partners, and we are now on 45 cents instead of 44 cents. So if you are to go down, again, let's go under the status, the current status. The current status, you can see, business partners, that call margin trigger price is $144.10, which means it's something that will happen after 0.1% margin call drop. If our leader can continue to go down so that we see the strategy details summary. Let's go to strategy details on the same page. Strategy details, there it is. You can see, business partners, we have margin call drop 0.1%. There's nothing more than what we have done that we can do so far, because the smallest margin drop you can have on our parameters on the trade settings page, it's 0.1%. You know, we can't go lesser than that, which will be 0.01 perhaps, or 0.00, you know, 1, for instance. The minimum margin call drop Royal Q allows is 0.1. So which means in this case, you just have to actually be patient with what the market is doing, and then your call will be placed when such happens. And then there are two things involved here. If the price continues to pump, can you see take profit trigger price? Can you give us please that price, Cyril, for people to see? Take profit trigger price. Just mention it please from your side.
145.68.
Thank you, sir. That is $145.68. So when you saw the market moving away, you know, from your margin trigger price, not going down to take that call of $300, please don't worry, because if the market goes up against your desire to immediately place that 300, why did we want to place that 300? It's because we could see that the market is actually bullish. Although the overall dashboard indicator there shows us that it's a strong sell, but for this temporarily movement, we can actually get something from this movement in price action. So that's what is happening. So you have seen, or we have seen. Can you please make a current price dash to appear a bit on top, while we are able to see these other prices, if possible? So yes, we are waiting for current price to appear. There it is. Business partners, you can see the current price is 145, and then $19 and 20 now, 20 cents. And then when it hits $145.68, the robot is going to collect profit for the current margin call, which is number 10. Yes, call number 10 at the moment. And then, but if the market goes down, it's okay. Then our 300 will go in, with hopes that it's going to then be able to collect profit. And that is what is happening at the moment. It's just market dynamics, and we wanted to buy with a bigger amount simply because we want to increase our profits based on what is happening in the markets. But our focus is to continue to trade margins. And when call number 11, that is due, when it gets taken, business partners will then go and edit on the trade settings page. We're going to edit so that we change that 25 times of call number 11 under multiple buy-in ratios. We're going to change it. We are going to change it to 1.75, that is there, so that the margin call drops are according to the standard, according to the plan of the template for this particular account. We want to see, at least for a duration of a month, or even 2 months, trading, or even to 3 months, actually, disciplined and pushing according to the plan, and see how actually the strategy performs. And that's what we will be looking at. Yes, now you can see the price is now falling again. We are on $144.88, although it's still up there. We want 10 cents of $144. That's what we are looking for at the moment, and it will come. But the good thing is this. You have seen that we have 53 numbers of call margin, or margin call limit, for instance. So the robot is well positioned to continue to buy up to 53 times, which is something may not even occur in the next coming 6 months, for instance, or especially on the type of coins we have selected. But it may also happen. It's possible that all may be absorbed if there's something out of the ordinary that can take place in the crypto markets, especially on that particular project like Solana in this case. Yes, it's possible that all those calls can be absorbed. But if there is a massive dump, that can cause one to say, let me pause the trades and see what is happening, or let me increase the margin call drops. Those percentages, you make them bigger so that you prepare yourself for the whatever it is that is happening in the markets, for instance. So this is, for me, a peaceful way of trading. And the coins that we have selected at the moment, they may not be that volatile. But as soon as MTL here comes out, we will see that. Let's please go to other positions, Leader Cyril, so that we look at them. Hopefully, when we come back, our 10 cent would have been reached. So yes, let's look at MTL. Last night, after what we've discovered, we now have actually brought MTL back into Royal Queue. We've taken into consideration the quantity that was there, and then we still acquired the same quantity with the same amount that we were actually holding on this asset, and the take profit percentage has also been allocated for the whole warehouse quantity, so that if this market pumps, that money must be reached. As you can see, business partners at the moment, it's floating with minus 3% there. But if this market, it can go down a little bit for people to see below the strategy detail summary, that take profit percentage down there, going down to strategy details, going down again. We're currently under current status, and then below current status on this page, which is a transaction page, we're going to see strategy details. Can please lower down again? Let's go down. Let's go. Yes, there it is, business partners. You can see strategy details. Now below strategy details, we have first buying amounts, budget call limits, the 53 that I spoke of appears there. And then you can also see that take profit ratio is 14%. At the moment, the market is floating with minus 3%. We took into consideration the amount that we're floating with and the position amount of the asset. So it means from 1,000 US dollars, when the market is to pump by 14%, then we'll be getting around $140 or so. And then that quantity of MTL would have actually broken even when such happens, which is very good. So now at the moment here, let's check please how this MTL has been doing today by clicking at the top right corner for transaction records. Top right corner in the blue area. Yes, transaction record. So there's some subcells that appear there. Something has been happening on this, but not much, and it is what it is. So we're trading these margins, and then while we await the best moments to go in with better amount of money so that we get something better from there. It is a way of scalping on the existing position, collecting bigger profits on the existing position so that you're managing it through and through. And you'll also be developing some good rapport with that particular market. You're going to have a better relationship with that coin, So, and in the long run, you're going to be profitable. So if, say, for instance, the rate at which the coin is performing for you, you are not happy, then it means when the price is nearing the lower band of the Bollinger Bands, you're going to put in bigger money in there with an intent to manually come out of the entire position, for instance. You are able then to do that, then you can pursue a different market. And then you still continue with the same discipline so that you become profitable in the long run. So can we please, let's go to today's revenue details, Leader Cyril. Let's just see the coins that we are trading have the prices were just been lazy, honestly. Let's click on home page and we go to revenue details. You'll see the prices. This market, even Bitcoin, actually, for those who are into Bitcoin, I'm sure you will attest to this, that movement hasn't been that good. Movement hasn't been that good, and that's just what it's been. So, okay, now we can see there $7. For to click where there's $7.54. Let's check what transpired in there. It is now that actually a bigger amount is to be taken actually on this. So let's check. As we go, we see Solana, we see BTC. Let's check below BTC. We're going down. We're just looking at how the markets performed. MTL, yes, MTL, I saw it moved twice from transaction page. Yeah, we just keep on going down. So we just want to see which one really sold the most. Yes, keep moving like that. We are checking. We see Solana, MTL, and then BTC, Solana is outperforming today. And then Solana, BTC, Solana again, BTC, Bitcoin there again, Solana, BTC. I think Solana so far is the one that has been just having better movement according to what we see today. But also taking into consideration that MTL just came in late, actually. We did it during the day, and then we opened margin calls. So we will see then the next coming days how things will be. Let's go up to the top. Let's go up to the top and see something there. We're going up to the top. And yes, to the top where we see the yellow background, business partners. So that is about 136 rands. 136 rands, a go slow movement. And also, when we check on the candlesticks, we can see that the lower bands were touched on the Bollinger Bands, and then muddies were not placed, for instance. So, which is not a trend smash. If you miss the price mark for entry, it's okay. You will catch it in future. So tomorrow or a day after tomorrow, but mostly you are likely, if you really missed it, as someone who really trades as a full-time, business for you, it's you will actually be able to catch that movement, for instance. So yeah, that's it at the moment. Let's go back and check how Bitcoin has been, please. We're going to look at how Bitcoin price respects the moving average and the lower band, for instance, and then maybe we can decide to push some money there. So this is the culture sort of that we want to do is trade margins and scalp the same coin, or trade margin and scalp the same coins. And then if there's a coin that does not give you joy in terms of movement, you will use margin calls still to bring it out. And then until you have brought it out, you're not going to move to the next coin. So you stick to the plan. If you're trading 3 coins, trade 3 coins, like what we are doing here. Trade those 3 coins and then attend to what needs to be done there. Collect the profits that can be collected. And if you don't like the pace of that coin, you move to another coin after one of the 3 actually came out in profits. And it's always easy when you are liquid to bring those positions out. So now, looking at BTC Business Partners, that is 4-hour chart. We can see already the price has broken below the moving average, the pink line there, the middle line. That is the moving average of the price. So everything here, there's formula calculated. The movement, the waves of the price action and so forth, everything is based on the opening and the closing prices of this, calculated due to the previous activity, and then we find ourselves where we are at. If you are to check Bollinger Bands formula perhaps online, you will know how actually these numbers are given and so forth. So now, or the graph, of the lines and so forth. So now looking at these business partners, we can see market is heading downwards, which is beautiful on the BTC side. That is 4-hour time frame. Although the bulls are pushing the price downwards, because you can see the shadow of the current candlestick. You can see the lower point the market reached, and now sort of the bulls are trying to push, although it's still bearish due to the current price from the opening price. But you can see somehow there's a resistance, to the fall. So what can we do now? Let's check under an hour lead time frame to just check exactly what is happening there from the bands. Now look at that, business partners. Now there's a reason why we understand. There is a reason. This explains the pushback. This explains the pushback, and so it's a good time also to enter. But I don't know if it's not network related the way the market formation is. Please, let's stick on 15 minutes time frame. Let's check on 15 minutes time frame. Yes. Now we see on the 15 minutes time frame, this is Bitcoin, business partners. Can you see that even though the price seemed to be going down, on many occasions, actually, the price never reached the lower band, never even touched the lower band, but it pushed up again and so forth. So it does not necessarily mean that you will have to wait. And it may not actually be the obvious case that the price will reach $58,615.06 that we see there. Although you can see there's a red candlestick coming at the moment. The current candlestick is showing us that the bears are pushing the price down. But the question is, will the price go to 58 and 615? It might not, and because other candlesticks have been opening and closing around the same price level. So it's not always the case that a price will rush down to the lower band, the area of oversold. Yes, oversold. So what are we going to do now? We're going to then check. We're going to check our, because we've seen on the 15 minutes time frame, it has already touched the level, the downward level. Let's go back to 1 hour, please. Let's go to 1 hour again for people to see that the price is leaning to the bottom. Yes, this is what we see, business partners. And this was also explained by 14-hour time, the 4-hour time frame. It has shown us that it has issued a shadow. And that shadow, it means now the price, there's a pushback, upwards. So the bulls actually are trying to push the price backwards. So we now can be comfortable with regards to entering this market. But let's do something. Slide upwards. Let's look at the dashboard of the indicators now. Let's look at the dashboard of indicators. Now, dashboard shows us that it's a strong sell. It shows us it's a strong sell, but any incoming cash, serious flood of cash coming into this can still change this to a strong buy, for instance, within a candlestick's duration, for instance. And all of a sudden, that candlestick is going to engulf the previous candlesticks in whatever direction, for instance. At the moment, the system is showing us that is a strong sell, but we have looked under different time intervals. So we have seen that, we are already leaning at the lower band of this Bitcoin. And this is Bitcoin we're talking about, business partners. So you can then as well take this as an opportunity to go in, take this as an opportunity to go in, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's go to our transaction page, and then let's look at our position amount. At the moment, business partners, look at that. We have already $487 into this market. Can you please click on the sub bin, and let's check the position that has a bigger amount of money. What position is this? The one that is carrying a lot of money. We want that margin call. what margin call has more money? There's nothing below 12.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes. So, but let's go upwards. Let's check. How is it that we... Oh, it's margin call number 6. Can you see margin call number 6 has 3? $299.85. And this was at the price of $60, business partners. So this now is also going to help you in decision making. You know, it's going to help you in decision making. This was entered into at the price of 60,454. And then let's come out and let's look at the price. Let's come out and let's look at the price. The price, business partners, is 58. The price is 58. So at the moment, you can see that you pushed a good amount of money at a price of 60. And then at the moment, the price is now 58. Now, looking at that, the distance from the amount of money from 60 to 58, that can also help you in terms of decision making, because this is BTC. We know it will recover to that price level, for instance. So now your position of is really not far. You know, it's really not far, because if you check that 58 is so close to 59 also. And then it is more or less around the same price level, so to speak. So even if, say, for instance, if you still want to, like on this account, if you still want to go in at this level and collect 1%, for instance, you can still do that. But immediately after the call goes in, you close, you change you edit everything back to your normal margins. This is what can be done. And this is BTC. We have seen it. So let's not hesitate, actually. We can put even another 300 here, and then we edit everything out. And let's do it with BTC, no stress at all. Let's go to call number 13. Let's click on call number 13, trade setting. 13. And then you will click on margin configuration. We go straight to 13, business partners. Yes. And then we say, hey, this is important. Go to call 13 and then place where you see 2.8, you'll put 25. Because I'm saying call number 13 because 12 is the one that we saw. Yes, 2.5. And then let's make 0.6 to be 0.1 for now. 0.6 to be 0.1. Yes. And then you save at the bottom. This is Bitcoin. And then save at the bottom. Save. Yes. And what are we going to do? There's something that we need to do. While this is running, or while this is getting placed, let's go place to your mine page. Let's go to mine page. We go to mine page. And then, although we may not, I think we shouldn't access it through mine page. On the other example, we'll access it from trade settings page. Now click on my strategy setting. We're going to look at, there's something you haven't done, Leader Cyril, that you must always do. It's a good practice. You know, after your call has gone in, you edit your margins back to normal. So that's what we want, the margins. We want the readings for margin configuration in call number 6. So click on my strategy settings. This is just another way of accessing this template. Now click where there's a pencil or a pen, like you click there, so that we view the settings. So now what you will do is you now go to margin configuration. We agreed that on Bitcoin, until Bitcoin dumps heavily, we just leave 1% under distributed and take profit allocation business partners. Call number 6, you can see is 1-1, right? Can you see call number 6 has 1 margin call drop and multiple buy-in ratio times. So we're going to call number 6, we'll change that 25 to 1 because you don't want Bitcoin to sell and put 300 again in the middle of nowhere. No. It must always take money nearing, whether in the middle, in the area of moving average or the lower band. So let's come out of this page now. We have seen that call number 6 requires 1-1. Let's go and put it back. All these margins are calculated, business partners, and we want to stick to the plan. So let's come out of this. We're coming out of the strategy. We're coming out, and then we go to strategy. We go to strategy page. We are going to Bitcoin to edit call number 6 back to normal. Now you click on Bitcoin. You are taking us to transaction page. And then, now business partners, before we even go, can someone see an update? Can you see what we have done that it has occurred? Can someone see what is happening on the Bitcoin? Can you see call number 13 has been taken? Yes. And then we also have $788 now on the top right corner. And you can see at the moment, what is that? The return rate is minus 1.41%. You see? So it's okay, it's healthy, it's fine, but stick to the plan. What are we going to do now? We are going to go to trade setting and then edit number 6 back to normal. And then you click on margin configuration. You always visit your template to check yourself that you are not going out of the way. So margin configuration, you go to number 6. So you shouldn't see that 25 because its money has gone in. Because even while we are asleep at night, Bitcoin can reach 60,400 US dollars. And then it will collect profit above that. Just 1% will be collected and it will go back again with that amount of money. We don't want it that way. Yes. Now you click 1 there. And then there's something that we don't know also. Okay, click on show. Click on show. But do you know call number 13's normal settings? Do you still remember them? Leader Cyril, do you still remember the margin call drop for call number 13 and its multiple buy-in ratio, the normal one, according to our template?
I think it was 2.5.
2.5. And then margin call drop?
I can't remember that one.
That is good. It's not a problem. It's not a must to memorize. We can always remind ourselves by going to the template. Now, there's my template. There's a down arrow that says choose a strategy setting above the 12 of a first buying amount. Let's click on choose a strategy setting. Business partners, it's an alternative to go into the template. Earlier we went through the main page. Now we are going through the same settings page. Now here we are. What are we looking for? We are looking for position number 13 to normalize it, to drive it back to the plan. So you click on the pencil at the top right corner. Yes, and then you go to margin configuration. For Bitcoin, at the moment, our rule is that we collect at least 1%. So it means you can even go with $1,000. It's fine because you will be trading it along the bands, for instance. You see? And then let's go to position number 13, business partners. We'll go to position number 13, and then we look at it from the original template. Position number 13 is not 2.5, it's 2.8. What a good reminder. And then margin call drop is 1%. So we're going now to put 1% and 2.8 times. Now let's come out, sir, and let's go back and correct it. And then you click on margin configuration. You click on margin configuration, and then you place it. Go to number 13. No, is this for, I want to ask myself here. Oh, okay. What is happening here, business partners, is this. Now please listen to me. It's very important what we are doing. Because we have selected it, the system applies everything, according to the original settings. And at the moment, if he saves this, it's going to be fine. But don't save for now. Don't save. But if he has other settings that are still yet to be taken, he will have to manually do it. But at the moment, because everything is back to normal, for instance, he can then save. But if take profit percentages have been altered under distributed and take profit ratio, then you will have to do it manually. But I'm suggesting that for this exercise, we're going to do it manually, because already these settings are on Bitcoin. They are no longer on the template because of the procedure we use to access this. You see, we access the template using the Bitcoin position. So they are already applied on Bitcoin, but we don't want to save them. The reason why we visited this page was to get this 1 and 2.8 of call number 13. So let's return, sir. We return and we don't save. Come out and we don't save. And come out. Yes, and return. No saving. So this is what we have done. And now we click on trade setting for people to see that 2.8 is not there. And then now click on margin configuration. And then we're going to call number 13. And let's go to call number 13. Now business partners can see that we don't have 1, we don't have 28. We don't have 2.8. We have 25. The 25 that put $300 for us. So we went to the template to remind ourselves of the original settings. Yes, sir. So now if you had made some adjustments under distributed and take profit ratio, now the robot was going to apply everything and even change your distributed and take profit ratio. So we visited the template through the settings of the coin for a reminder, not to apply everything, for instance. So in this case, we're going to edit there. On 13th call, we put 1% and we put 2.8, according to what we saw there. You put 1% on call number 13. Yeah, there is, yes, sir. And then on the other side is 1%. On the other side is 1%. Yes, so this is all we wanted to see. This is all we wanted to see, that we can save at the bottom, sure. And yeah, and then we save. So this is what it is. So now everything is running accordingly. And then let's show people position number 13. Click on the sub bin for position number 13. Sub bin. We're going to look at the latest position. What price did it enter at? That's what we're interested in, business partners. You can see that position number 13 entered at the price of $58,972.18 with $300. The quantity that it bought is 0.00509 satoshis. So we are happy. It is currently floating in profit, but we don't know 1% increase of this is going to be what price. We don't need to calculate it. It's there. We're going to get it from from the summary of my current status. Let's go there. Let's come out of this. Go up, sorry, just go up. Oh, it's okay, just go back to BTC. BTC, we are switching from sub-bin to strategy info. Yes, we are already on strategy info. Let's go down to current status. It's going to give us take profit trigger price. Just go down a bit on this transaction page. We know there it is. Take profit trigger price is $59,561.90. So it means at the moment is 58,988. It means when the market reaches $59,561, the robot is going to make him $3 or so. $3 or so. If he had gone in with 600, the robot was going to make him $6, for instance. But at the moment, this is what it is. Because of the way the Bitcoin is moving, it's not an obvious case that it has dumped. It may still continue going down. So we leave things as they are. And business partners, we have done something good. We have normalized the trade settings. You know, everything it's normal. If the market continues to go down, you know, the robot will trigger its margin calls. So it means every single day, this account is going to make profits. You know, every single day, this account is going to make profits. And then it's for us just to align our mind with this method of trading so that you have peace of mind. In everything you do, you take calculated risks when the confirmations are there for you, and then immediately after transaction it's done, don't forget, go back to change your settings. Go back to change your settings to normal so that you are just cruising nicely no matter different events in the markets. Then you will see how awesome this is, and you will see yourself gaining confidence. And sometimes you can even go with $2,000, collect something good because you have seen, and you have actually developed some good rapport with your style of trading because you trust the margin calls. The way I calculated the margin calls, I showed leader, I think leader Cyril saw earlier with Claudia. Saw this when we were sharing these things on the Excel spreadsheet. You know, I work them according to the Royal Q's Smart Create, but then we work them out within the margin call drops. We have placed numbers of multiple buy-in ratios according to the allocated amount from the Smart Create, for instance, so that we don't have to wait for 12%, 10% dip before something happens. Every day, there must be activity taking place, for instance. And so his mastering of entry price levels will determine if he makes more than 50% per month, for instance, when that happens, you know. And then also when you change coins, you will use the same method to come out of coins. You will know which coin you want to come out of based on its the rate at which price it's moving, for instance. If the pace it's not really good as per your risk appetite, then you are able to switch. But the rule here is that you trade 3 coins, respect them, and then manage them, and until one comes out, you're not going to move to other coins. For you to move to another coin, one must die. How will it die? You come out of it with profit by managing your entry levels accordingly and allowing the margin calls to be moving. And I think as a team, we can continue to help me manage this like the way we are doing, and then managing our owns, and amazing things will happen with that. So at the moment, you can see the price is 59,000. What do we want? We want 59,561. And you know your $3 will be made there. There are days where market is going to move. You will see the rate at which the robot will be trading for you. It's going to be good. It's going to be good, but discipline, it's very important. Who is going to ensure that you are in line with the plan, your margin calls template. Always go back to your margin calls template. Don't allow a position to be taken and you don't change it to normal margin calls. Because if you don't do that, it means the robot can collect profit and still go back into that market at a higher level. And we don't want that. We don't want that. After a call is absorbed, you go and change your margins, not just out of your head, but from what it's calculated, from the template. And then you know that you're going to enjoy trading your cryptocurrencies going forward. And yes, I think standardizing things, it's good for business. It's good for business. And even if you are to hire someone to manage your account, you will know that they are not going to manage it according to their own thinking, but they will manage it according to their plan in relation to how the market is moving, so that you know yourself that, you know, this is how things move in terms of decision making and so forth, and there's a plan. And yeah, when suggestions come, you'll agree on those. We'll come together, and based on this and this, then this is what we can tweak on the settings, and then we know that that is the standard for the template and so forth. So, but it's important, there must be activity of buying and selling. And when we go big because of what we would have read on the margin calls. Don't forget call number 13 and call number 6 on the margin calls. They're not really far apart, because call number 13 entered, call number 6 entered where the price was 60. Can you please click on the sub bin for people to see this? And that is the awesomeness of using margin calls. Call number 6 entered where the price was 60,000. We're looking for call number 6. Yeah, there it is, business partners. Look, call number 6 entered when the price was $60,454.06. Yes, sir? And then the bands, the Bollinger Bands, influenced our decision making in terms of placing call number 13. But when you think of 6 and 13, you'll think they are far apart, but they are not actually. You know, they are not. So that is why it's important, after the call has been taken, go and edit your settings back to how things ought to be as per the template. Everything was calculated for. And that's how it is. So call number 6 has $300. Let's go to call number 13 for people to see there. The rest you can see, business partners, the amounts differ. You can see everything is incremental in such a way that it creates a nice harmony in your trading. You can see call number 13 there is holding an amount of $300. And so you are expecting at least $6 or around $6, you know, if everything happens positively, because we are collecting here just 1%, and then according to what is happening on this. So now we are done with Bitcoin. Let's switch to the other coin that we were working on. Is it MTL or Solana? We'll look at that, and let's just stop the recording here to keep this one short. Oh, okay, but let's not keep it short. We'll see what we can do, perhaps. I'm looking at the time. It's now 5 minutes past. We're left with 10 minutes to the end of the session for Q&A. Now we are looking at which coin? Solana. I don't know whether call number was this. I forgot. Were we on call number 11 or what transpired here? We can always go to the transaction page to check what was the plan. Because with this one also, I think, or let's check on sub-bin. Let's check on sub-bin and see. Let's check the bottom position number 12. Okay, position number 12 has entered with simple money, and then it means position number 11 is the one that has more money. So we must make position number 11 change. You see, position number 11, we must remove that $25 multiple buy-in ratio times. Yes, sir? And then everything, and because of Solana, business partners, on Solana, take profit target has also been changed. I think on number 11, we have 2% on multiple buy-in ratio. So now what you're going to do, you click on trade setting, and then you go to the template, you check. I don't know if we have changed it. No, I mean, no, we have not changed it, of course. We have seen, no, okay, let's go and check it first, please. Click on multiple, on margin configuration. Let's check if we changed the readings of call number 12 to normal. Yes, call number 12, it's normal. So it's normal. It means we did no. Number 11 is not normal, business partners. It has 25. It has 25. Number 12, it's normal. You will see it on the readings. But number 11 has 25. And that 25 has already been taken. So we don't want the robot to sell and go back with 25 again, because that is not when 25, when call number 11 will be selling, like the next time call number 11 sells, it means the market would have issued some bullish movement, you see? So it must sell and never return at that price again, with that amount of money again, because we'll be disadvantaging ourselves. You cannot sell high and buy high again, no. So that's the reason we must switch back to the original plan. The original plan will always work. Stay focused, you know. So now, what are we going to do now? We're going to check call number 11. What is its readings? Are they according to 1.75 or below? You know, sometimes they even differ slightly, because you can see call number 11 also has 0.1% margin call drop. That margin call drop is 0.1% because we wanted call number 11 to be placed immediately, because we're influenced by what we saw on the chart, for instance, business partners. So as a result, the market kept on going down. We're now sitting on call number 12, which is according to the plan. It's fine. Everything, the monies are calculated here. So what we're going to do, we go to the settings, we correct call number 11 so that it's business as usual. Can you please, before we do that, business partner, let's show people distributed and take profit ratio for call number 11. Remember, this is Solana. Click there and they will see 2% take profit. Click on distributed and take profit allocation. So now, can you see business partners is 2%? So this 2% is according to Solana settings, you know. And then when we go to my template to check the original settings, you know, we don't want this 2% to be affected. That is why we're going to do it manually. Now let's go. We still want the 2% to be as is at the moment. Let's come out. And then we go to my template. My template, that is choose a strategy setting, drop down arrow there. It will take us straight, just above first buying amount. So now he will click on the pencil, on the pen there, and we go straight to the call that we want, call number 11, under margin configuration. Let's go and check call number 11. This will always bring you back on track. Call number 11 is, we can see business partners is 1% and then 1.75. It's according to call number 10. You can remind yourself easily like that. Call number 11 is as call number 10, for instance. You see, it's as the call, as the 10th call, so to speak. But there's something I want you to show you. I want to show you actually. Let's move out and go to distributed and take profit allocation so that people can see there's no 2% there. Click on distributed and take profit allocation. Now you can see call number 11 business partners does not have 2%. Call number 11 does not have 2%. Therefore, we're not going to save these settings. No, we just actually view them. We preview them for what? For a reminder, to remind ourselves that call number 11 on the margin configuration is the same as call number 10, for instance. But we're going to leave take profit as 2%. After the robot has taken profit, for instance, we will come back and add that 2% to 1%, you know, but it will be buying with a smaller amount. It will no longer be buying. It would have bought with a smaller amount and not $300. So this is always going to keep you on check. So let's go out. We return, we don't save. We just return to the position. We don't save because we viewed the template while we were on the position. If you view the template while you are on a mine page, my strategy settings, you will just come and do it manually. Let's return again because everything is saved according to the original. Let's come out and return. Yes. So now we click on trade setting afresh, and we go to margin configuration, and then we change call number 11. We make it as 10. As call number 10. There we go. So we take the readings from the above call, we apply them on call number 11, just like that. 1, and then 1.75. Where there's 25? And then that's it. And then you save now. We save. Save. Happiness. The robot will continue to trade. Remember, already the robot has taken call number 12. You know, so yeah, now we can come out. Let's check. Let's come out. Yeah, that's it. Business partner. That's Solana there. And we are trading just like that. And then it's with ease. And your templates, it's your standard, you know, and it will always bring you back to where you need to be so that your positions are not chaotic and you make money harmoniously and you have a good policy in managing your account, you know. So yeah, that's it. Business partners. I can't think of any other position that needs to be attended to. I don't know if MTL. No, MTL, nothing has gone into MTL at the moment because I know the previous asset is trading with 4,000. I mean, with 1,000, I beg your pardon. Now I can see 67 there. So let's go to homepage. Let's check on revenue if nothing happened while we were busy checking, moving up and down. Revenue. And then for the 40, okay, let's check. Just click on no, today's no, there's nothing. It will have registered under the 15th. So it's okay, business partners. So now this is what it is. Positions are held and allow the market to respond. And you will see that with this method of trading, it's a standard, it's set, and you ought to get amazing results with time. So we shouldn't be coming and explaining ourselves that, oh, we got trapped, or market, or the news. No, no. We stick to the plan. We stick to the plan. And then this account must always be liquid, you know, must always be liquid because we don't get lost in between. You know, we don't get lost in between. We follow the standard, and then 3 coins at the moment we are trading. If there's a coin that we need to ditch, then we're simply going to make sure that we allow a bigger position at the lower band, and then so that it can easily be closed. And it will be closed easily because the money was coming in according to the margin calls, you know, according to the calculated margin calls, business partners. It's now 15 minutes past. Thank you so much for tonight. I don't know if there's someone who would like to say something in connection with this. Tomorrow, same time, same place, and we'll dwell more on this.